Let's bring us back to order at 7:51. Okay, report out of closed session.
There's no report out of closed session, Mr. President.
Thank you. Okay, motion for adjournment.
So moved. Second.
Okay, please vote. Okay, we are adjourned at 7:52. And okay, CMI meeting is up. You guys may join. Is everybody in?
Not able to sign in again. Similar to last time.
Yeah, click join me.
There you go. Carolyn, did you join? Carolyn, did you join? Join the meeting. Oh, yeah.
Okay, this meeting is called to order at 7:53. Invitation to address the Board of Trustees on agendized and non-agendized items. Do we have any takers? Anyone at all? Okay, none. Information item, local control accountability plan for CMI.
You'll notice, governing board, you do not have to have a public hearing on this because they're a charter school. So I've asked Marcy to just briefly tell us what would be the difference between the LCAP at CMI versus the LCAP for the school district. Can you do that? 25-year words or less?
I can say it in maybe 5 words. They have a lot more money per student than we do as a district.
How come? Tell them why.
That was more than 5 words.
Well, I'm going to leave that.
No, because they have a higher unduplicated rate. They have a higher unduplicated rate, meaning because Paloma and Heritage have some areas of middle class and some affluence, Pinacati is, most of the kids that go there are either out of poverty or were English learners or
You talking about
fostering.
Pinacati or CMI?
I meant CMI.
Okay.
I meant
Just
CMI.
wanted to make sure.
I'm sorry. Thank you for the correction.
The beauty of their LCAP, though, is they have addressed facilities improvements, curriculum, a lot of support for teachers, materials, upgrades. They've put a lot of focus into, and I'm actually probably speaking on behalf, I apologize. They've really taken an active interest and are really pursuing STEM activities, the science, technology, engineering, and math. So their LCAP, when you go through it, really demonstrates just those next steps that they feel their students need to be out there on the edge and doing very, very well. So.
And you'll have a chance to review it between now and the board meeting. Board members, did you have any questions on the LCAP plan at Pinacati? CMI? If I say Pinacati, I'm sorry, at CMI?
Okay, does anybody want to speak on the LCAT plan for CMI?
I can speak. She did a very nice job of summarizing. I could go through the whole thing if you'd like. It only take about an hour.
No, Michael.
Okay, take all the time you need.
Michael, this is your
Not even-
welcome back. This is your first day back.
But in the plan, it just essentially takes what she addressed and obviously in detail lays out how many dollars are going to which program. So that's what is there. If you'd like me to go through it, I would happily do it. But the bottom line is it takes the thing and breaks it down into its component parts. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Can I go sit down now before I get in
Let me
trouble?
just add, they, and kudos to CMI, one of our district goals has always been AVID district-wide, and CMI is focused your middle grades, correct, next year?
Yep.
So they will be pursuing AVID at the middle school, and then you're going to transition
Transition to
to the high school. So, and then eventually they'll take it down to the elementary.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because AVID has just started this year in the elementary sector. So we're very, very proud that CMI is now on board with the rest of the district. So thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Greenberg and Cabinet and board members, I just want to briefly, I just want to thank you for your support during my absence. I'm vertical, I'm healthy, I'm happy to be back. So thank you, all of you, for your support. Yes, sir. I
Well, it's good
appreciate
to
it.
have you back here. Yeah, throw in the doubles. Come on, throw in 4x4s, 12x12. No, I'm teasing. Yeah, we'll all go with you as long as you're paying. Any other speakers? Nope. Okay. All right, we're going to open the public hearing for the CMI budget, opening at 7:58. By all means, information. This is CMI. You never know.
Yes. There's some support. They hide the money well, too. Right? Department of Defense? Wouldn't you think they'd? What? I wasn't saying us. Manipulate. That's a good word to use around here. Good afternoon or evening, Board President, Dr. Greenberg, the Cabinet, and the Board. I have for you the CMI charter budget. As we discussed in the PUHSD, we have a LCAP calculation. We identify, again, the target dollar amount, what the floor is. The difference is that gap funding. We have the similar gap percentages we use for the charter school. As we're ongoing, we're closing up this year. We had just over $1 million in gap funding. Next year we'll have a little bit more, 1.3, as we're ongoing. So in the LCAP gap fund, again, it's broken down between the base dollar amounts, the supplemental, the concentration, and then also the CTE.
If I could, that's very loud. Before Chris talks about these budgeted salary increases, we actually prepared this presentation before we met with CMI today, but I'm not sure if I haven't seen if we've sent an email out, but since we've put them in the budget and we're presenting them here, I guess now is as good a time as any to let you know we did reach a tentative agreement with CMI today. We had included in the budget what our proposal was going to be, and they did accept that proposal. So just as Chris did for the district, here are the costs of
Do you want to summarize just the outline?
yeah. So it's essentially the same as for PSEA with one difference. And we will be meeting with the classified staff at CMI. They're unrepresented, so we will, like we do with management and confidential, just let them know what we're giving them. And so it's a 2% ongoing raise retroactive to July 1 of 2014, 3% off schedule bonus. That's all for this year. And then a 6.5% ongoing starting next year. We also proposed and they accepted an increase to their health and welfare cap, similar to what we've done with CSEA in the district in the past. And they already work a 7.5-hour day and have a 7-period day. And so we did not offer, nor was actually there any discussion about the additional 6.41% that PSEA is receiving to do those additional minutes. So we were pleased to get an agreement today.
And we don't expect, though, that agreement will come before you till the August board meeting. It can't be here because of the county requirement of notification. So it'll come to you, and they know that. It'll come to you at the August board meeting, and we'll make them whole by the end of August.
And they actually, yeah, and they actually knew that in May when we were setting the next date. We offered, many dates, but all the members of their team weren't available until today, and so we explained to them what the potential repercussions of that were, and they made that decision, which is theirs to make, so that's okay.
So again, these specific increases were identified and put into the budget as we're working through our Fund 09, our charter school fund. Some of the additional budget constraints, as we talked about in the other presentation, is we still have the step and column increases. We have the health and welfare and the STRS or PERS increases as we're identifying what impact we have for ongoing years. Right now, we also are looking at the impact of the enrollment projections, or ADA. At this point, we met a height in 2013-14. We dropped a little bit in 14-15, and we're just declining slightly, or we're inclining slightly in the 15-16 school year for our projected enrollments. The charter fund, so it's a single fund. We worked through the beginning balance. What our LCFF dollar amounts are, our total expenditures. This year we did have some slight deficit spending, reducing our ending fund balance. We do have what looks to be about 12% reserve as of right now. Again, that has to do with some of the one-time monies and the other things that are coming to us as a charter. And then again, you have the ongoing school years. So because this is a single fund, I was able to provide for you a breakdown of how the CMI expenses are being treated. If you notice, we're looking at the 43%, the 8%, and the 15% are all in salaries as well as benefits. And then we have the supplies are about 12%. The other services, so those are contracts and some of the other consultant fees and things like that, is 14% of the budget. Then we have the other indirects, or the other outgoes, just under 8%. So again, this we are also asking that you conclude the public hearing following the presentation, and any input by the community. You will be seeing the final budget brought to you on the 17th. The charter budget, as well as the LCAP, will go to the county. And as was mentioned, the county doesn't necessarily have to approve the LCAP in this case. It's us as a district that reviews and approves that for the charter. And then finally, any revisions that might need to happen for the state bond, or after the state budget is approved. Is there any specific questions you guys might have? Thank you.
All right. Any other speakers on the CMI budget? None coming up. Yep, so we will close the public hearing at 8:05. No closed session, okay. Okay, a motion for adjournment. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, please vote. That's it. Okay, the meeting is closed at 8:06.